Hello everyone, and welcome back to the most gloriously violent game you'll see today, outside of perhaps Doom Eternal. Welcome to Elderborn. Today we are going to be invading Jurmum, and it's time. We're going to be using the commander sickles because I mastered the other weapons. While I wasn't farming off camera, I was killing a bunch of enemies so I could get the lore, and at the end of today's episode we will be looking at the final lore from the wait for it. Boom! Almost like the scorpions. You gotta be careful of these guys. The lepers. They attack very, very quickly. At the end of today we will look at the lore for the catacombs, the last bit of lore for the catacombs, including all of the enemies and indeed all of the weapons from it. What? What did that hit? Rip and tear. Speaking of a new weapon, a new glorious hammer, the Skull Crusher. Now, as the name suggests, the Skull Crusher is very, very good at one thing, and that is crushing skulls. So similar to the hammer in that it's big, heavy, slows us down, but it does additional damage if you hit them in the head. So it is perfect for skull crushing. Oh, I can walk over this, huh? Well, I mean, it's just a big circle. Don't worry about it. Give me some more essence. So I leveled up twice, and I'm putting everything into might. Let's just increase our damage to ludicrous levels. Let's just do it that way. I was thinking either that or speed, but after thinking about it, I was like, no, let's just make our damage just stupidly high. So yeah, we'll have plenty of lore to read at the end of today's episode. Now, when you kill enough enemies with a weapon, you obtain a additional lore about that weapon. You get a damage buff and more, and the weapon becomes red. So you don't have to complete the challenge for it. You just have to kill enough enemies with it. Now, I know which way we're going. We'll go the normal route today. So obviously we need some keys for this. We can rotate it and put it in the correct order, but there's nothing we can really do for it right now. So let's just go on to the first area of Act 2 in Jurmum. Jurmum. That's right. Good job, brain. Oh yes, it's time to crush some skulls. So, because it's a hammer, we can switch between it with the 3 key. No. Oh, knocked him out of the park. That was a home run right there. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say. Let's just get into the violence. So these things will even throw their poop at you, which doesn't really matter. Getting the Skull Crusher is not necessarily my favorite weapon. It's just the hammer, but in that case, that was pretty hilarious. It exploded that guy's head. Kind of hilarious. Get the fuck out of here. And it still does enormous damage. Ooh, I can take this guy's head. Wait, rip and tear until it is done. Boom! Oh, such glorious power I hold within my hand. It makes me hard. Actually, I probably shouldn't say such things, but I did, so it's a bit late for it. Ow, okay. We don't have any hyper armor. So just like the hammer, a lot of times you just want to be focusing on heavy attacks, or you can just blow up that guy's head. Why not? Ooh, we leveled up. Now, I also got the resilience ability, Die Hard. So it's on a cooldown. I don't remember how long, like 3 minutes or so. That if you die, you have a chance to come back you have a chance to kill an enemy, basically. Boom! Beat that guy's head in. There's a new enemy down there, too. He's very annoying, especially without reflecting. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Ooh, fire starter. Without reflect, it's really difficult to deal with those guys. Ow. Yeah, right there, right there. I died for a second and then was brought back because I killed an enemy. It's on a cooldown, but it is hilarious. We sort of... Ooh, I just blew up that guy's head. There it goes. Now we can actually, if we go to the weapons screen, we can actually see how many kills we need left. We got the JANUS sword, the skull crush we need to kill at least 100 enemies with. Now I did all of the old weapons except for the commander sickles. I just missed it, I guess. We can also use, if we want, the JANUS sword. Now the JANUS sword gets more powerful the more essence we have, so I think I'll start using it whenever I have a lot of essence. This guy's alive. Well, not anymore, but he was. Give me that. Not the first time I told a man to give me head. I mean, what? Don't take that out of context. Ah, whatever, you can if you want. Who's gonna believe you anyway? Crazy man on the internet was like, yeah, the man give me head, what of it? And you're gonna be like, well, I mean, that's what he said, and the people are gonna be like, who would say that on YouTube? Me. But no one will believe you. I love how there's just a shit ton of dead guys down there. Our attacks deal 45 additional damage. Even our really fast weapons like the sickles. Ooh. Ow. Will do a lot of damage. Come on, let's see if I can't. Yeah, bash his brains in. And we got a new codex entry. Now there's a dude way up there. Oh yeah, these assassins are new, so they can disappear for a moment. Ooh. Just beat him to death. Come on, hit his head. Thank you. A stalker. Now I want to take this head. You see that enemy way up there? Infinite range throw. Ooh, we actually want to pull out the sickles for this guy because he's an asshole. Where is he? Yeah, you can hit back their fire. Their fire does so much fucking damage, though. It's really annoying. You know what I've been forgetting that I can do is I can falcon kick these nerds into the next universe. Let me see. Which way am I going? Which way am I going? Let's go back down because we want to kill even more enemies. And also there's some dudes. And who am I to deny the fact that I want to find a bunch of dudes and then kill them? Take it out of context. Ooh, this might be useful. Another key. Oh, I already ripped that guy's head off, that's right. Yeah. Oh, there's a man behind me. What? How did I not block any of those? Come on, me. Okay, there we go. Boo! Rip and tear. I want to be a little careful here. There's a dude up there we're gonna throw off. So these assassins teleport behind you and try to nothing personnel kid you. It works for them. Well, I mean, not very well. That guy's head just rolled into a bunch of shit. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I don't want to get down and like lick it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Once again, we can see how incredible our arm is where we can just throw it forever. No downward gravity whatsoever. Just goes forever and ever and ever. Hello. And decapitate. Well, not decapitate. Rip and tear. There we go. It's like decapitation. I don't think it counts as decapitation if it's a ripping motion, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ow. Ah, shit. I didn't want to do that. Here, let's activate a man. Ooh. Yeah, there's a barbarian here who is assisting us. He's got the coffer hammer. Ooh, didn't help out. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah, these guys can be like mini bosses if you're not careful. But I'm pretty good at fighting them. They will... Ow. Well, I say that right before getting a shit ton of damage. Oh, yeah, he's gonna go help them. Or help them, help me. Yeah, so there are different enemy factions at work in Jurmum. It looks like that guy used to be one of JANUS's barbarians. Oh, got him, berserkers. especially using the coffer hammer, which is one of not Jurmum's soldiers' weapons. So I feel like that guy used to be one of JANUS's like elite soldiers who got the farthest. Oh, come on, I pressed the button, game. Take this, throw that man off the roof, and then cut him down to size. Rip it. God, that feels so good every single time. Ooh, you like that one, game? Ugh. Nice. Okay, God, this game is just so brutal, so good. I recommend so wholeheartedly that you give this game a try. It's short, but I guess it's better to leave you wanting rather than waiting too long and like just giving you poor content. It is good. Okay. Damn it. I didn't want to heal there, but I had to. And that's fine. You know what? That's fine. That's totally kosher. Buckle kick. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we can level up again. If I'm not mistaken, isn't there a switch around here somewhere? So there's some actual golden soldiers in there and more chests and stuff. But I want to go up above them, because we're about to get a new weapon that will go into the commander sickle slot. Wanted to kill that man. The fire starters are one of the most annoying fucking dudes. One of the most annoying enemies in the game. There we go. Activate that. It will cause that tower to rise. Ooh, now there's a dude there and there's an extra weapon, but we want to go this way first. Oh, yes. Get more might. Why not? Just more and more power. Perhaps I should... Oh, yeah. We want to hold this down because now it'll open the gates for these golden soldiers to go in there and fight these dudes for us. The golden army. Kind of kicking ass. Well, it was kicking ass. Oh, that guy's probably screwed. No? Ooh, very nice. One of my favorite parts about this game is that all of the weapons the enemies have, just about, you can get as one of your own weapons. Like, the mummies was using the commander sickles. A lot of these guys are using skull crush. Or just a club. The coffer hammer is being used by the berserkers. Just stuff like that, little details like that I think are really, really interesting. And almost all of the golden army weapons we're going to be able to get too. Which is super, super cool. And they're very, very interesting. Speaking of very, very interesting and glorious combat, let's kick this guy in the nuts. And then he'll do an unblockable attack. And then he won't. He sort of switches between unblockable attacks and blockable attacks. Nice. Into the stratosphere. I'll open this up. We're about to obtain a new weapon. I'm trying to complete the commander sickles right now. Yes, but we got a new weapon. The Katars can go super, super fast. They're the fastest weapon in the game. And they are in the commander sickle slot. Let me see. How close am I to leveling up the commander sickles? Only 23 more enemies needed to be murdered. But let's play around with different weapons. Let's play around with the Katars. So the Katars are also reflect type weapons, parry type weapons. Very, very useful, especially where we're going. There's a new enemy down there. Oh, he just gunned down that man. Yep, these are the golden armies. That guy just threw poop at me. Damn it. I don't want to waste my thing here. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, this thing also has an insane parry, sort of like, not window, but like the riposte damage is insane. Ooh, I just fucking blocked that from the walking artillery. They have actual uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. I thought I was stuck. There is an unstuck button, but it just kills you. Or maybe I don't want that. So yeah, let's play around with the guitars. I probably should have just healed at that fountain, but where's the fun in that? Falcon. Oh, that's really awkward. Yeah, it does so much parry damage. So much parry damage. Just strikes him right in the fucking liver. Oh, just insta-kills. So much fun. Pick that man and then cut him down. This is also, you know, you can also just fucking speed attack. Whoa, I almost threw myself off. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I wanted that to yeet him off, but that's fine. We can just rip his head off instead. I find the power attack kind of useless from this weapon. Just because what you want is either extreme attacking speed or like the parry. And the parry is so good. It makes you wonder why they gave it such insanely good parry, just because it kind of trivializes the normal attack. And also, you'll barely have a chance to use anything other than the parry attack 90% of the time. Just because a lot of these enemies attack fast enough. But who am I to disagree? We're gonna heal there. So it's time for boss time, and after this tower, I think we'll probably end it. It's been about, what is it, 16 minutes? That's fine. And then we'll read some delicious lore. And then after the delicious lore, we'll call it for now. We can maybe go a little bit longer. We'll see. So the whole shtick here is there's some dude who's going to be firing lasers at us. I already killed that man. This is gonna be rather difficult, especially if I keep fucking up my parries. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I gotta focus a little bit. Yeah, kill that man. Ah, that killed me. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay, yeah, there's not, I can't kill that man in time. Oh shit, I'm alive. Uncertain how that works, but sure. Probably dead here. Can't even hear a thing. I don't know how I'm dead, or how I'm alive right now. I think it's actually bugged out. I just gotta be smart. I have literally 1 health. Come on. Got him. Now, outrun the laser. Ooh, man, I can't believe I'm alive. I really don't know how I'm alive. I'm not gonna question it too hard, but yeah. Here we are. Now this guy's gonna keep shooting lasers at us, and we're just gonna yeet him off. Ugh, get some health back. Okay. God, this game is... These sections are actually really, really hard. Where's that dude? Give me that. Into the sun with you. No downward momentum at all. It's so weird that you could just throw them forever and ever and ever. Oh, into the strange gate. Please activate the fountain. Got the shit beat out of me. We could use that key. Anything else we need to do down in that area? I don't think so for now. We can just move along. Yeah, the guitars, additional weapons. Let me see. How many kills are we from 23? Okay. We can go to the next area. And we'll fuck around a little bit with the next area, and then we'll read lore. Yeah, buddy. So there's even more enemies here. Now, I got all of the old enemies, but here's our first time truly fighting the Golden Army. I love the details at the Golden Army soldiers because the barbarians love to do kicks. The shields have spikes on them to try and stop that from happening. Those guys are really dangerous, so I don't feel too bad about cheesing them. They're sort of like the elites. Damn. Oh God, the repost damage is just so high. So high. Can't get through that shield right now. Interesting. There is some more stuff up here. There's so many secrets in this area. I'm sure I'll miss a couple of them. I didn't actually mean to kill there, but that's fine. We can just kill these dudes again. I mean, who's gonna stop us? Definitely not them. Oh, I don't have... Ooh, that great sword. Ah, damn. I've messed up a lot this time round, but I don't feel too bad about it. It's a hard game. It can be a very hard game, and if you make a couple okay, I can't climb or anything with this pet. Climb? Thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay, get that. Chronicler's Home. Interesting. Now let's use the JANUS sword for the last little bit. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll go this way. This thing does a lot of fucking damage. It's probably up there as the second highest damage dealer. Oh, especially when we get all the essence in it. The other great swords, I think, is the weapon with the highest. And die! This thing gets more powerful the more essence we have, up to the point that we can level up. So we could level up, but we'll play around with the JANUS sword for a while, and it's not like we're wasting the experience. The experience builds up, even though we can't see it building up. Oh, that's awkward. Ah, damn it. Get the fuck out of my way. Very, very, very nice. And decapitation. Well, sort of. Come on, this is why we need to get our might higher. Now I'm being attacked on all sides. I think the Golden Army dude's shooting at us too. The fuck out of here, dude. Kick this man down. Don't want to fight these things. Normally, ah, shit. Get the fuck out of my face. These Golden Army dudes are a lot more dangerous than I'm really showing off. I'm sort of cheesing them because, to be honest, they could really fuck your shit up. Really, really difficult, and their great shield can't be kicked out of the way. Oh, I would 100% recommend this game. It's just so brutal, so glorious. I'm somewhat not talking as much sometimes just because I'm focused, and like, this game could be really, really difficult. Ow. That's so much fun though. That's just so much fun. Ugh, shit, this guy's active now too. I hit him from here. Shit. Yeah, that charge can't be stopped very easily. Send him through the fire. Oh, right into the head. Ah, decapitation. Well, once again, sorta. About to kick all these guys at once. Oh, okay, or I'll just fail it. Heal up. Oh, these shield guys aren't as dangerous. So much shit going on now. Get that headshot damage. Alright, up here is the fountain. We will go ahead and level up, though. We will switch back to the sickle. You can actually see inside their cage helmets, like their heads and stuff. Those walking artillery are so annoying. Is there anything up here? Any secrets up here I need? Not really. Oh, there's this key. Yeah. The sickles reach around the shield because of the great shields and stuff. Once again, another fantastic detail from the dev team. Because of all the shields and great shields that the enemy used, the Golden Army used, the commanders were given these sickles because they can ignore those shields. They can reach around them, even though they used to just be farm tools. It was a way for JANUS's army to try and get around the equipment deficit they had in comparison to the Golden Army. Nice. I just love those little details that have been put into the game. Ooh. And die. Nice. I think that's a way back up in case he gets stuck. I don't remember. Okay, let me see here. This is Gerald, everybody. Say hello to Gerald. I know I've named a lot of them Gerald, but this is Gerald. Can knock those back, but it's really hard timing. That helps, though. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. And die. Let them fight each other for a bit. Ah, damn it. Damn, I'm really fucking up my timing right now. There we go. Okay. And cut off his head for good measure. It's fine now. Where'd that guy go? What? Oh, I missed it. I actually missed the thing. That shield bash is pretty brutal. I was hoping that would level us up, get some more keys, more stuff. And next time we're going in there, the bathhouse. I think we should go ahead and heal and save. Yeah, and read some lore. Is there anything back this way? Yeah. Nice. Now we can level up and get ourselves some extra might. Let's just get our might up super high. 53% damage. Let's get our stomp ability. Stomp's okay. Let's kill this man right quick. Oh dear. This is not just a quick situation, is it? Now everybody's pissed off at me. Using the commander sickles to destroy the Golden Army feels right. Alright everybody, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Today, or now, it is lore time. And first things first, we're going to start with the weapons. So the ancient spear. We already talked a little bit of pierce slash blunt weapon. This isn't your standard simple barbaric blade on a stick. Worn with time, its fine craftsmanship still stands out, while providing much versatility. It excels in dealing high damage at maximum range. Ooh, a coffer hammer is not unlike a piece of wall that you carry around. With its weight and sturdiness, its heavy attacks can't be interrupted. Next we'll go to the old blade. Work of a competent blacksmith. This basic weapon is nothing but a soldier's tool of trade. Wielded by a steady hand, it grants a small damage reduction thanks to your proficiency in use. Now we'll go all the way back. So, we read all of this last time. Let me see. Did we get any extra? Yes. Okay. Skull Bridge, the last stretch before the gates of Jurmum. There is a bridge adorned by a menacing skull chiseled in stone. Clearly, the skull-shaped portal serves as a warning. There was one moment when I decided to turn back to Jurmum, leave this forsaken underworld, and return to the well-known sadness of the dying city above. I discovered, however, that the gates of Jurmum now have a new guardian, one I would never dare to face, the accursed giant. There's no way back to Jurmum, not for me anyway. This place is a tomb. I knew this much coming here, but I never expected to find as many dead living. Strange luminescent maggots on their bodies can be seen from afar as they move in the darkness. The Golden Army pushed back the barbarian horde into the underground, and I always wondered what became of them. Now I know. Undeath. Isn't that a form of eternal life? The very thing those savages were after. Suits them right. So many bones here. How did a town that is home to immortals manage to produce so many remains? Is it possible that Jurmum claims so many lives as slaves? Were barbarians from the desert brought to service against their will? Many of them could never be persuaded into obedience, and such were killed as an example to the others. Some would die carrying out their duties or forced to fight each other to the death for our entertainment, but this many? These are the gates of Jurmum. As they close behind me, I feel both scared and relieved. The catacombs are dark and ominous, but much more peaceful than the madness of the city in ruins. I doubt if I find refuge here. I'll try to make way through these corridors, find a way out. If you are reading these words and your intent is to pass the gates and enter Jurmum, know you'll find nothing there but sorrow. But I left more tablets like these so those who come after me can at least picture the immortal city as it once was. Jurmum remains a memento of the time of legend, the day when the sky fell on earth, the city rose at the sight wiped clear by the destruction, and draws its magic from the everlasting dark storm above it. Once lavish and powerful, dominus over the desert tribes with its unyielding power, it is now sealed. Immortal, it does not die, but falls deeper into decay and madness with each passing day. Will it ever return to its glory? The arena serves as an access to the whole city, and all the past from all the parts of town cross here. Strange contraption lingers in the middle. It awaits anyone brave enough to try and solve its mystery. It has been so for as long as we remember, but no one really paid much attention to the mechanism, as the arena served as the place of commerce and entertainment. Slaves would be made to fight each other in its sands. Wagers were being made. Fresh food smelled from the stalls. People would laugh and cheer. It was glorious. This is the worst part of the city turned bad, home to scum, madness, and rot. The nauseating smell gives away the state of its inhabitants, sick, angry, insane, and driven by hunger. Some of them will be after your possessions, others will hunt for your meat. Jurmum never knew sickness, but some of the barbarians who raided the city brought with them a plague, brought of flesh and mind without the escape of death. The Golden Army does everything in their power to limit the disease and to keep the sick in the slums. Even in Jurmum's time of greatness, there were some parts of the city where no nobleman would ever set foot. Thieves, robbers, beggars, and even escaped slaves called the slum home and fought over scraps from our tables. Supposedly there was some code of honor among thieves, but no outsider could ever feel safe in these mean streets. Slums Tower. Tower infected with slums inhabitants, full of dirt, blood, and madness. From what can be gathered, the device used to activate it can be found in the slum's highest level. The towers were always the domain of the priests tended to with utmost piety. Now their state serves as a grim reminder of Jurmum's downfall. This was the richest part of Jurmum. Only the noblemen and clergy were allowed to live in its comfort. After the Great Schism, 2/3 of its inhabitants were cast out. But that only made the rest of us feel even more chosen. Then the barbarian hordes stormed our home, and nothing was the same anymore. There always was a kind of tension between the noblemen and the clergy of Jurmum. The priests of the celestial gods would never treat the nobles as equals. Little did we know that there's even more tension among the factions of the priests themselves. But when some of the priests began to incite an unthinkable crime, many of the noblemen readily joined their cause, lured by the promise of elevation. For what seems like eternity, this part of Jurmum was my home. The glorious city was kind to me, bestowed upon me its many gifts, riches, luxury, longevity. As I see it turning into ruin, I set out on a quest of folly. I want to keep the memory of Jurmum's greatness. I will travel to every nook and cranny, leaving tablets just like this one. If there's the slightest chance the city will once return to its former glory, I want it to remember how it once was. Thanks to my writings. Yes, indeed. And now we can look at the enemies, and then we'll stop. The Drowner. We already did that one. JANUS, the warlord that united the tribes, armed them and led them against Jurmum. Not as a barbaric horde, but as a trained army. Not that much different in structure to the forces of the oppressor. The legends were truthful about his titanic posture. Millennia after the Battle of Jurmum, JANUS still lives, guarding the entrance to the city. With his dying breath, the ancient warlord tried to warn you about something, and even though he put up his best fight, and did whatever he could to stop you from going any further, you feel that he did mean you well. You were quite sure of your purpose setting off to your pilgrimage. Now that the soul of JANUS seems to be intertwined with that of your own, and his memories surface from the depth of your mind, you can't help but wonder, what is the true purpose the elders set you to? The lepers are the lowest of scum plaguing the slums of Jurmum. You might miss them at first, mistaking one for a pile of old, dirty rags. But then the pile moves, and you realize that somewhere inside, a human that would have normally died from leprosy still clings to life. Under husks of dry pus, scab, and dirt, cannibalistic predators, driven mad with hunger and illness, make their way towards you. If you're lucky, they'll attack right away. If you're not, they'll warm up before the fight by swinging their own putrid feces at you. Now we go back to these. These reanimated corpses, even though they were wrapped tightly and their life organs were removed and replaced by dry straw, managed to retain the most mobility among the denizens of the catacombs. They moved with purpose as if their mind was not entirely gone. They were the highest ranking officers, answering only to JANUS himself. After the battle, their corpses were deliberately mutilated before being thrown down into the catacombs. Their brains were left intact. Whoever did it must have known that they would be reanimated in this state, dooming them to an eternity of suffering and maddening anger. Jurmum's clergy was at the very top of the city's hierarchy. With the city in ruins, they possess only a fraction of their former power, but don't be fooled. These mages are capable of commanding the element of fire itself. Top of the tower, you can feel the hair raise on the back of your neck. Whatever hovers above the city of Jurmum must be a source of unimaginable power. You can feel a nigh limitless reservoir of essence just above your head. The priests must have been channeling that power. Some of the scorpions look as if they were made of stone. It's not only the looks. Hitting them will reveal that they are indeed a living rock, and thus extremely hard to kill. What happens to a lava scorpion when it crawls out of the fire pit and the lava in its carapace sets? This creature that's been to hell and back and yet still clings to life, or rather undeath, with incredible resolve. These scorpions seem to be indigenous to the catacombs fire pit, not only giant-sized, but also burning from the inside out. Breaking open their chitin carapace releases lava. This nightmare creature should not exist. A scorpion falling into lava would burn instantly, but a giant undying scorpion? Most of its flesh was burned and replaced by molten rock. Every empty space on its carapace has been filled with it, yet that essence ingested over the years keeps it going. I think this will be... Nope, we still have a few more. Creature well known to any desert-dwelling tribesmen. Yet here in the shadows beneath the cursed city of Jurmum, scorpions are fiercer, smarter, and grow to incredible sizes. Typical scorpion will live to the age of 5-6 years at least, feeding on smaller and larger creatures in the catacombs. They ingest their essence and enjoy a limitless lifespan. Turns out, scorpions keep growing their entire lives. I think we read these. Yeah, we read these. Okay. So, that is all of the lore for now. I hope you have all enjoyed today's episode. We have grown mightier. We have new weapons to unleash. And of course, we're starting to discover just what makes Jurmum tick. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Elderborn.